Hello! I got a chair for this video. The reason I've not uploaded any videos for quite a while is because I've been back home and I've got loads of assignments to do, so they're probably just going to go up whenever I've got time. So the main aim of this video is to tell you about the most embarrassing time of my life ever. And luckily enough for you lot, this only happened last night. And because it was the most embarrassing time in my entire human life, I had to talk about it. It's only natural. I was travelling from Yorkshire all the way to Cornwall so I could come back to university for the final term of the first year. And on this journey, I was drinking loads because the coach was incredibly hot and the air conditioning was not working. So there I was, just drinking away and drinking away and drinking away again. And because it's a megabus, there's one rule when you travel on a megabus. Avoid going to the toilet at all costs. Now my most embarrassing story didn't actually happen on a megabus, I'm just setting the context for you all. So I got off the megabus in London and I had 2 hours to spare, so I went to McDonald's in London Victoria train station. Now I don't know if you've ever been to Victoria train station, there's two McDonald's there. There's one on the ground floor and there's one on the top floor. I went to the one on the top floor, okay? Because it's right next to the toilet, so I'll go there so that I can just go to the toilet straight after. So after I had finished my Mackie D's, I then was like, okay, let's go to the toilet. So I went to the toilet on my own, because I'm a big boy. Now, I have been to London loads of times, and I always travel through London, and I've been to London on my own as well quite a few times. How sad, I know. I'm making me seem like I have no friends. I went to the toilet, and it's one of these toilets where you have to pay to go in. Normally like 20p, but this one was 50p, because it's London. So I was like, okay, where's my 50p? I put the 50p in the machine, so I can go in. My suitcase didn't fit, so I had to chuck my suitcase over as well. So what I did, there was a man behind me. I trundled on into the toilet, I turned right, and went into the toilets. Now, as I went in, I thought to myself, hang on Alex, where are all the urinals here? But then I just either presumed that they were unisex toilets, or that the urinals were around a corner where I couldn't see them. Now these toilets were really quite nice. Normally the toilets stink, but these toilets didn't. These were really nice toilets. So I was just about to come out of the cubicle, and then I heard female voices, and I started to think to myself, hang on, there were no urinals, and I hear female voices. This is definitely unisex toilets, or I'm in the ladies. So I stayed in the cubicle for about 5 minutes until all of these voices had gone. When all the voices had died down and I felt, oh, hang on Alex, it's going to be safe now to go outside. I opened the door, and in front of the door was three girls, and they all saw me. So, what would you do in that situation? You'd probably just walk out and apologise for being in the ladies' toilets. No, I went and closed the door again, and that is when I had the most genius and embarrassing idea in my life. So I got the tissue and I put it down my top to make it look like I had boobs, which obviously they were not good boobs because, I mean, come on, tissue boobs. So that's when I went outside of the cubicle with my nice new boobs. So I went outside of the ladies' toilet, and that's when it really struck me. You see, when I first went into the toilet, so there's a group of people sat outside the toilet machine, sat outside the pay to go in machines, and then they were still there when I came out. Now, they saw me go into the toilet with no boobs at all, like an ironing board, and then they saw me come out with a size B boobage going on. So that was my most embarrassing story in my entire life. What was yours? Either leave a comment below or do a video response. Goodbye.